guys, thanks for popping in to see what's happening down on Boddington Farm today. You can distract me while I try and sort out I'll show you. Look at this. Look at all this mess. All my seeds. I've got like $150 worth of seeds still coming and everything's a mess. I've been so slack. But I've got to get things organised because we've got to start doing seedlings and direct planting and stuff for our major growing. So there's a video I've been wanting to do for a while because we all talk about prepping and, not just prepping for, doomsday preppers. Just giving yourself a buffer. Have you checked your financial preps? A lot of people have hurt so much this year because of job losses and what have you. And I think it's really important, like I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but I do things a certain way, and agent, when he got his inheritance, he just went, Viv, you handle it, I'll spend it all. I went, okay, you're going to trust me to do this? And he goes, yep, I've seen what you do. So anyway, I guess he trusts his bestie. So I think the main thing is, do you really have to keep up with the Joneses? Do you have to have the latest and best cars? The biggest and flashiest house? My two cars are a 2005 Model Ute and a 2009 Mazda 3. They'll do me. I don't need to upgrade. My little Mazda's only got 60,000 Ks on it. I bought it brand new. But do you have to constantly be in debt? Car payment, house payment. Is it really necessarily? What's wrong with the simple life? And if things do happen that you lose a job or whatever, you've got a little bit of, a buffer there. And that's another reason why we prep our food. What happens if you lose a job? What happens if you get sick? Well, there's veggies in the garden and there's food in the cupboard and food in the freezer. So why not do the same for your finances? I mean, both Agent and I are debt-free. And, I don't have much, but I have owned 2 houses and a business and lost them in a divorce and stuff. But, hey, I'm happy. I've got what I've got. So, yeah, you got to ask yourself, do you really need it? Do you want to upgrade your car? Do you want to get the latest and greatest TV and PlayStation and whatever? Do you need that new lounge suite? Do you need this? Do you need that new pair of shoes? Really? There's so many ways you can save. I was married and in a single income family for quite some time. And I managed to get all the bills paid and save up for a house at the same time. So the biggest thing that I do is I split my bills up. You've probably seen other things around. It's called the envelope method or the jar method or whatever. I actually use a whole heap of different internet banking accounts. And I split up all the bills, and every fortnight money goes in for those bills. So when the bill comes in, it's paid. Same with my rego and insurance. It's all done every fortnight with a little bit extra, so that if something does happen, like a couple of weeks ago the battery in my Mazda died, I had the money sitting there for a $200 battery. So you've got to think about how to get rid of your debts. get rid of that credit card, drop the limit down. I did that. I started paying it off, and then said, no, drop the limit, drop the limit, drop the limit. So I've only got a really small credit card. Another way I save a lot is I go through, like, for the Americans, we don't have coupons over here. So every Monday, the latest catalogues come out for our biggest two supermarkets, which is Coles and Woolies. And Aldi, we've also got Aldi. But Coles and Woolies actually have half price specials every week, and I will only buy them. And I'll buy two of them because they're half price. Use one, put one in the cupboard, so that if something does happen, you got stuff here. Like, we went into a snap lockdown. I didn't have to go crazy shopping. Got all the food here. If you're worried that, another thing I do have is I have a credit card that if I spend over $250, I get 6 months to pay it off. It's interest free. So if I need to go to the dentist, I got it there, and I got 6 months to pay it off, and it doesn't cost me any extra. Something happens with the car, I got 6 months to pay it off. I mean, I'm only on a disability pension, so I've got to watch my money. And another example I'll give you, like, agent's mum passed away 3 years ago now, and he's an only child, so he got the inheritance. We had to pay off quite a few $1,000s in bills, or he had to. And then he had money left over to buy this house. And he always said, I don't want to go out and buy, a $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 house. I want to be debt free. I don't want a mortgage. So that's what he did. He bought this house, he got it renovated, he got solar put in, and he's mortgage free. The only brand new thing he bought himself was his motorbike, and that wasn't that expensive. And then to now, the money that he used to pay on rent goes into a separate account every fortnight. And then I break all that up for him. So he's got accounts that has money sitting in them if something happens. Oh, we need house repairs, or something happens, there's money. And like, he had to come up, well, just before moving in here, the plumber said there was over $4,000 worth of plumbing works that needed to be done to the old sewer lines. The money was there. So you need to think about how you can cut costs. Are you having takeaway 2-3 times or a week, or are you going out to dinner? If you add all that up and think, I can put all this extra on my credit card and get that out of the way, or I can put all that extra on my mortgage, and how much that'll save you in the long run. With my ex-husband, we actually had a revolving line of credit on our mortgage, and if you work those well, they pay your mortgage off really quickly. So maybe have a look into that. Another bit too, with your financial security, are you holding any precious metals as well? That's another thing to think of. But first, get rid of those bills. How good would it be not to have a car payment, not to have a mortgage payment? Wouldn't that be good? I know Agent feels damn good that he doesn't have a mortgage payment. He just has, the rates and the water bill once a quarter, and the money's in the bank. Bill comes in, paid. No struggle of, oh crap, where am I going to get the money for this? Oh look, the rego's come in, money's in the bank. And if you get a lump sum for anything, put it on your mortgage or put it on your credit card. The highest percentage interest loan you've got, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. You don't need it. Just think about it. You know, so many people are hurting at the moment because of lack of money. They don't have anything to feed their kids. But have a look. What would happen if you lost your job? How would you go? Would you be lining up for hours at a food bank just to feed your kids? I know you probably think, oh, well, yeah, but life would be so boring if we didn't do this and we didn't do that. But how much better would life be after a few years of really slogging it out? All that money you were putting on the mortgage or the credit cards, put it into an account, and once, hopefully, we can go for holidays overseas and stuff like that. And you're not putting that on a credit card either. If you can't afford it, don't do it. You don't need a holiday. Get rid of the bills. Save up. Do like our grandparents and great-grandparents used to do. You know, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. If you can't pay cash for it, don't buy it. It's not that hard. I'll tell you what, it's a really good feeling being debt-free, especially in these kind of times. Like even with the, excuse me. In March, when things all started closing down here with the bear flu, we hadn't started the work on really getting this set up as a homestead. It was something Agent always wanted to do, and I liked the idea as well. But we had the money in the bank, so we could throw the money at the things that needed to be done and stuff that we needed to get. You know, we didn't have to worry about, oh, geez, how are we going to afford this? How are we going to afford that? The money was in the bank. If Agent lost his job tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. The money's in the bank, the food's in the cupboard, the medicine's in the drawers. Think about it. Have a look at your finances. Sit down. Work out how much you're spending. I know my greatest guilt at the moment is I'm still smoking, but I'm trying to give that up because that's so expensive. But I'm debt free. So I think it's really important to sit down and go through your finances. You need financial health, especially in times like this. You know, we've all heard rumours that things are going to change and they're going to take, no one's going to own anything, and you've got to rent stuff off the government. Well, if you own it, they can't take it off you. If you've got a mortgage, they can take it off you. Think about it. Think about it. Honestly. So, if you like what you've heard, give me a thumbs up, because I do love my thumbs up. Tickle that bell and subscribe. If you've got any questions or you want a bigger explanation about points that I've put in here, just put them down below and I'll get back to you. So have a great day, people. See you soon. Bye.